Hi everyone, I'm Joelle St. Germain, and today's talk is on balance. Now, what is balance for you? For me, it's finding that masculine and feminine, the yin and yang, keeping everything in my life in balance. Now I have a habit of going way overboard, where I help people so much that I'm not taking care of myself. Or I procrastinate so much on doing one thing that by the time I need to do something else, I can't do it. Going to bed too late, so I wake up too late in the morning. I'm too tired to get up and take the time to spend time in meditation and prayer and working out and having a really healthy breakfast without having to rush. Now, one of the ways I've learned and one of the things I've been guided to is to keep a schedule or keep a list. Now, the schedule it's not something I'm like, okay, at 8 o'clock I need to do this and at 8:30 I need to be here doing that. That works and that is really good. But I just need to know that I have to have that time available to myself, which means going to bed at an earlier time and getting a really good night's sleep, and then waking up and taking that time for myself, whether I want to spend 30 minutes in prayer and meditation and maybe 20 minutes of working out, and then a half hour to sit and relax and have a healthy breakfast. It's really important as opposed to getting up and rushing off to get to work and forgetting to take that time for me. And in the process, I'm creating myself in a situation where I'm not in balance, where I'm totally out of balance. It's creating somewhat of a chaotic feeling within myself. And the way around that is to take time for me, to realize that I am worthy, that I am loved, and that this time for self-love is really important for each one of us. When we don't do that, or when I don't do that, I feel totally off kilter. Feel like I'm always rushing, or there's not enough time. But when we take time for ourselves, I feel when I do it that I am so peaceful and so relaxed. I find that there's more than enough time to get everything done. And I don't stress over the small things. And I used to work at this place where there was this lady from the Bahamas, and she was like, oh, don't sweat the small stuff. I can't do the accent. And I never understood. I was in college or graduate school at the time, and I didn't understand really what she was talking about. I go, but this is really important. In the big scheme of things, it wasn't really important. What's really important is that we love ourselves. I learned a long time ago that it should be God first, then ourselves, and then others. And what that means, just like they always show you on airplanes, that if the air pressure drops and the mask comes down, you put on yourself before somebody else because you're no good to anybody else if you're out of breath and you've passed out. So, what do you do in your real life? How do you take charge of that in your daily lives and be at a place of peace and be in balance? Even if you write a list for yourselves of things you want to get done during the day. Like I said, don't sweat the small stuff. If you have 10 things on there and you only get 2 or 3 done, be so excited you got those 2 or 3 done. Because if you do the opposite, then you're creating a feeling of lack, and that's out of balance. So let's get back to balance in our lives. For me, that's finding that time for me. That taking that time to get a massage once a month, or having acupuncture, or having a Reiki session, or even just sitting and going to a movie that I really haven't had time for. And the reason why I didn't have time is because I was always rushing around late or behind because I wasn't taking time for me. So going to bed earlier, getting up in the morning and taking that time to do my prayers and meditation, to take time for myself, to work out, to stretch my body, to actually feel my body and be fully present in my body. I mean, when we're not present in the moment, how could there be balance? So for me, I need to find that present moment, to be there and realize that I can't be everything to everybody around me. I can't get everything done at work. I can't say yes to everyone for everything, because all I'm doing then is being out of balance. I am giving too much of myself as opposed to standing back and saying, oh, wait a minute. All I'm capable of doing in this moment is this. I will help you as much as I can, but this is all I'm capable of. Communicating lovingly and openly. Not worrying if somebody's going to think that you're not good enough, or somebody's going to say something bad about yourself. For me, which I've done this for years, I'm always the one to jump in first and say, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll take care of that. And I realized it was my own lack of self-worth. That I didn't love myself enough. That I didn't think I was good enough. So I was always trying to prove myself to everybody else. And I didn't have anybody to prove, except for to me. And then now I realize how loved I am, how loving I am, and how much I love myself. Am I great at being in balance? No. On a daily basis, I have a lot of out of balance, but I'm working on it. And I hope it's something that you can work on as well. So I hope this resonated with you, and I hope it's something that has been helpful. And until next time, I'm Joelle St. Germain. Bye-bye.